Do you feel that you're not able to understand fluent speakers better? Do you feel that when you speak, you have strong sounds of the ta and the da? Do you say interview and not interview? Do you say exactly and not exactly? Or last night and not last night? Then this lesson is for you. I'm going to show you three simple techniques where you will soften your T's and your D's so you can improve your spoken English, and at the same time, you will be able to understand other speakers better. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Learn English with Canadian Swati. I'm Swati and I'm an English teacher in Toronto. In this lesson, I'm going to show you only three ways in which you can remove or get rid of your ta and the da sounds so you can sound more natural, effortless, and also you will be able to understand other speakers. And you won't feel, oh, they are speaking so fast. They are not speaking fast. It's just a natural way to speak. So let's begin the lesson. The first is to drop your T sound, the ta. Anytime you have a consonant sound. Now, what's a consonant? Any letter which is not a vowel. Vowels, A, E, I, O, U. So any other letter other than these letters are called consonants. If you have a consonant and then you have the ta sound, then usually we have to drop the ta sound. For example, in words like plenty, 20, exactly, you have to drop the ta sound. We do not say interview exactly, plenty, 20. We say interview exactly, plenty, 20. This was the first trick. Now, the second trick is the n sound. This is true for both T and D. Anytime you have an n sound and after that you have the ta or the da, you have to drop those. Even if it's ta, you drop it. If it's da, you drop it. For example, the word lightning. We say lightning. We do not say lightning. Or the city that I live, Toronto. Toronto. We don't say Toronto. So you see, after the n sound, we drop it. For example, with the grand piano, grand celebration. Anytime you have the word grand, you don't say grand, we say grand. And the third situation is whenever you have the ta and the da sound followed by another word which begins with a consonant. Again, consonants are letters of English alphabet that are not A, E, I, O, U. So anytime you have a word beginning with the consonant sounds after T or D, you drop it. For example, last night. We don't say last night. We say last night. Or old shirt. You don't say old shirt, old shirt. So this is also called connected speech. What is connected speech? It is the way one word merges with another. For example, I showed you the phrase last night. We don't say last night. It is connected speech. You drop the ta and then you join it with the other sound, last night. Another example could be most thoughtful. Most thoughtful. We don't say most thoughtful. We say most thoughtful. These were the three situations. One special hack is for the d sound. Anytime you have the word and, do not pronounce the d. Let me give you an example sentence. My boss asked me to email the HR and inform him. Or this morning I went for a walk and I dropped at my friend's house. Now, before I end this lesson, let me talk a little bit more about connected speech. Like I mentioned before, when we drop a sound, we gradually, smoothly move into the next sound. That's called connected speech, and it often happens in spoken English. That's why many speakers or new learners feel that they're not able to understand fluent speakers because they speak fast. They don't speak fast, they just drop some sounds. Now, let me show you some example sentences. What do you do? If you see this sentence, I never said, what do you do? So, what do you do? What do you do? Also, I have a lesson on intonation, how to bring the tone down when we have WH questions. You can go and watch that lesson on intonation that I have made. Again, it's a small 5-minute lesson where you can learn intonation effectively. Now, let's come back to the connected speech. So, what do you do? Or we need to understand how English is spoken. We need to understand how English is spoken. We don't say we need to understand. We need to. We need to understand how English is spoken. So I dropped the D and I connected the need to. Need to. One more last point to mention here is that when we have repeated sounds, for example, if you have a red dress or you have last night, you have two T's and two D's. You have to drop one T or one D. Last night or red dress, drop one T, one D and connect it to the next sound. So for this lesson, we learned 3 simple tricks where you should drop your ta and the da sounds so you can appear more natural and fluent. I also introduced you to connected speech, on which I'm going to make another lesson. But for now, connected speech is important because when you drop the ta and the da, you have to move to the next sound effortlessly. That's all from me for this lesson. If you like these lessons and want more quick tips and hacks to effectively improve your English, then subscribe to my channel and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. All the links will be mentioned in this video below. So keep practicing and thanks for watching. Bye for now.